Stay ahead with ET now. As we reported earlier, that the government is looking to form a committee for this particular fake reviews purpose, how to stop it, prevent it. And now the government has formed a committee in this direction to be headed by Additional Secretary Nidhi Khare. She is joining us and will talk at length that what this committee really means, what it, and by when it will submit its report. Ma'am, thanks a lot for talking to us. The first question would be that the committee has been formed and you are heading it. The entire mandate of this committee, what important aspect this committee will look at?
See, I think looking at the fact that the fake reviews or paid reviews have become very rampant, and particularly in times of, say, e-commerce. So this committee, which will comprise of members from different e-commerce entities, several industry associations, consumer organizations, and many such people, this committee has been mandated to actually look into this issue and come up with a a framework within which all the stakeholders can feel satisfied, and at the same time the consumers' interests are protected.
Okay. Along with this, the genuine buyer or the authentic user can they could be encouraged to post a genuine review. For that, what could be the likely step that will be taken into account, in the sense what the government is actually thinking of?
See, government is basically encouraging the real consumers to actually post an honest review. So this is very, very clear. We do not want those people who are hired to write a review and who have not used the product or who have not used the service. So this is basically to discourage such trends where the consumers are taken for a ride by giving untruthful or say false reviews, so that the commercial interests can be protected. So this is what we have an objection about. We want that the real consumers, the genuine consumers, should actually post positive reviews or negative reviews, whatever they feel like about any product, but it should be truthful and honest.
Okay. What is going to be the time frame, in the sense that by when this committee is likely to submit its report, and thereafter by when we can expect a formal guidelines coming in from the ministry?
So this committee will study issues from different stakeholders which are raised, the concerns, and how to go about it, and this committee will basically then submit its report in 6 weeks' time.
Okay. In addition to what you just mentioned, that the paid endorsement that you indicated, and now the government has came up with the guidelines on the misleading advertisement. Okay. So celebrities are an important part of it, whether it be a big name or a small name. So how would you like to check that these celebrities, those who are endorsing any particular product, they are actually not influencing the buyers in a wrong manner?
See, we are not against any celebrity or endorser from making endorsements about any commercial product. The thing is that due diligence has to be taken by the endorser, so that he can take responsibility about the quality and about the efficiency of the service. We only want, and in the guidelines we made it very clear, so that every endorser who wants to make any endorsement should actually read the guidelines and understand that this responsibility is very important. People watch, people actually follow them,
exactly,
and their endorsements actually carry weight. So with that comes responsibility too.
Exactly.
So they have to be liable, and they will be held liable if it is found that the advertisements that they are doing is misleading or it is false.
Okay.
So it is only to that extent that the guidelines has given duties for manufacturers, for the endorsers, for the advertising agencies, and so on.
Okay. One last question. Now the guidelines on the misleading advertisement, it has been released, it has came into effect. So if any advertisement that actually violates these guidelines and is actually currently running also, so will the government ask them to withdraw it, or how these ads that are currently running on various platforms, action will be taken?
See, we have been in the discussion with all the stakeholders for almost more than a year.
Okay.
And we also shared the draft guidelines on our website for everybody to look into and to also make their comments and suggestions. So I feel that by this time the industry would have taken some cognizance of what's going to happen. The guidelines have been notified, and they have come into force from today. Any violations which are brought to our notice by, say, consumers or by anybody, they will be looked into, they will be examined, and only after giving due say opportunity to the other party for getting to know about their stand, only then we are going to take any action.
Thanks a lot for talking to us. With camera person Sachin, this is Samir Dikshit for IT Now.